This is a brief overview of what widgets are and how to add them um, and how to work with them. So here's when I click on, if you see customize this page, then you're able to access and edit your widgets. So I'm going to hit cancel here, and you can see what it looks like when it's saved. Now, the way it works is these boxes here are all considered widgets. So right now I have 1, 2, and 3 widgets on my page. Now let's say I wanted to move them or edit them or add new ones. The first step is you click the customize this page, and here you can pick the different widgets that you have access to. Now for instance, let's say we want to have some type of file sharing widget, which allows you to basically place something on your space here and other people can see it. So I'm going to click that, and then it'll load up the different options underneath that particular category. Then you just click it and drag, and you can see as you drag it over different gray boxes, it allows you to place it right in there. And what you want to do is let it load, and then once you're happy with where it's sitting, remember if there's something on the primary sidebar, it will fill in that space. And you hit save, and let it refresh, and it'll tell you your save changes were made. So here we are with this share file and media. Now what you can do here is access this widget and work with it. So we're just going to add a new item, and click on that, and I'm going to upload a file. So I'm going to click on the file, and next I'm going to just browse from one. It's going to look at your desktop, and here I'm just going to put this text file up. And then you click upload. I'm just going to take a second, and then there's your text file that's been uploaded. Now we're just going to name it text. Oops, text. And you don't need to put an description in, but it's useful sometimes. You can put in the credit, Ryan, and you could add extra tags, which is nice. That way you can find easier with the search engine, and it even loads extra ones for you that were already added. You can also pick where you want to show this particular file. Now if you click on that, it'll give you your options, or you just put it on everything. And then lastly, you can copy it to your portfolio or whatnot. So we're just going to hit publish. And this is strictly for this one particular module. All the modules have, widget. All the widgets have their own sub-information. So here's our entire our file here. I'm just going to go back to the community home, and you can see this widget, and you can see now the text file is there. Now we can go through all of these. It's quite a bit of time. I'm just going to touch on maybe one more, and we're just going to talk about this, the questions and answers. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to just drag this one on here. This one's very interesting and very helpful. Hit save changes. Now let's say I'm logged in right now as Kathy, and I want to ask a question. How do I a file? Question mark. And I submit that. You can see you can add additional information about your question. Most people won't do that, and then you publish it. Now, as soon as you publish it, you're going to see that you have the ability to answer your own question, which is nice because let's say, for instance, you want to add a loaded question, you want people to see what the answer would be, like a Q&A. And this is where you have the opportunity to do that. And how do I access a file? I go to File, open. This is just an example. And you can hit Publish now. Now, as soon as you kind of go through your full circle of Q&A, it'll still allow you to answer it yet again, but we're just going to leave it be. And we're going to scroll back up, and we're just going to click on our test community. And you can see the Q, how to access, and the A here, and it gives you the answer. So you can kind of make a whole list of questions and answers, or you can actually even ask a question, and if the actual the coach comes in and sees that question, they can answer it themselves. So that's a nice thing as well. And you won't see the Q&A on this page, the full circle of the question and the answer, unless the answer has actually been made. So that's an example of a couple different modules, or excuse me, I keep saying module, widget, and how they're accessed and how they're worked. And you can see that there's quite a number of them, and you can explore each one. Some of them are self-explanatory, some of them are a little more complicated, but each one has its purpose and use. Thanks for watching.